Hey, and I want to show you how to get rid of four-suit forcing in about 9 minutes. So let's get right into it. So you have several purposes of four-suit forcing. I'm gonna assume that you play it as game force, although some people play it as forcing one round, which causes other problems. So let's say it goes one diamond, one heart, one spade, two clubs, and this is even a pretty cheap one, of course. So this could be like a strong raise of something, so either diamonds or spades. Um, or it could be a stop ask, some strongish hand with three low clubs. It could be looking for hearts. It could be some other stuff where you just don't know what you're looking for, but you don't want to just jump to three no trump. You just want to slow down the auction or something. Um, so this is kind of a little awkward for me, and it has some other downsides, but let's not get too bogged down to it. So I'm gonna show you two different alternatives. Probably you've seen XYZ before. It's not gonna be some new magic method, but I do have something there which I don't think many people know, except for people who really thought about these things, and I'm just gonna copy what they're saying. So XYZ, because you have three different suits. In fact, you can even argue whether this Z could be even no trump, so some people call it an XY and it's basically two-way check back. So two clubs is always weak in diamonds or invitational any. Two diamonds is game forcing, not a diamond preference, important. Two hearts is a sign off, two spade is kind of a weak raise, and two no trump is invitational. Sometimes you could even play this puppet to three clubs, and everything else would be slam tries. Please check with your partner. So if you bid three spades, then actually that's kind of standard to play that as forcing and the slam trying spades um, rather than invitational. So this is very important for you to know whether or not this is the case. But usually, what is done is everything that's on the three level is a slam try somehow, um, or at least slam invite or something. Okay. Now, this trick is important. Um, First trick is two clubs is weak in diamonds or invitational any. Two diamonds forcing is forced, and then two hearts is invitational. Two spades is invitational. Everything is invitational. Three no trump is 5-3-3-2 choice of games. This is semi-common. It's basically like one no trump, two diamonds, two hearts, three no trumps. I'm just gonna show my 5 card major and then jump to three no trump to ask partner for a choice of games. What this means is so why this is good is that this way partner didn't say anything about their hand. So for example, if I bid two diamonds game forcing, then partner will be compelled to show 3 card support, for example. And here, if I show I'm 5-3-3-2 choice of games, then my partner can pass, and the defense doesn't quite know if opener has 2 or 3 hearts. So that's kind of nice. Even sometimes one heart, of course. Um, Now this is the very cool part. Is pass over a 2 heart invitational is a minimum hand with 2-3 card support. Two no trump is 2 card support, so it's a doubleton and maximum, and you'll see why. 4 hearts, or even maybe you can argue three no trump could be a choice of games, but 4 hearts is the usual bid with 3 card support and a maximum. And then why is this two no trump maximum a good idea? Well, you could have some weird hand like this, 10-11 count, where actually you were just looking for a third heart, and now that partner showed that they don't have this third heart, now you just want to sign off. So, for example, if partner bid one diamond, then you are trying to sign off in three diamonds. You're probably not making three no trump. And three clubs, similarly, yeah, some 5-5 usually, right? So that's pretty cool. Now the second alternative, so it's not XYZ, it's called cheap transfers. So in this case, what it would mean is two clubs is weak or strong. So it's it's roughly 0 to 7 or 12 plus. Everything on the 2 level is mildly invitational, so 8 to 10. I call it encouraging, like a constructive or whatever you want to call it. So 2 diamonds will be forced, and then if I pass or I bid something on the 2 level, it's weak. Everything from 2 no trump onwards would be strong. So let's say I can bid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, and if I now bid 3 diamonds, it means I have a game forcing hand with 4 card diamond support. So it kind of basically opener gets out of my way and I can describe my hand better as responder. I can just say, okay, I want to play diamonds, and I'm just gonna transfer to diamonds and bid them. And similarly, also spades, for example. So it's the equivalent of this jump to 3 spades in XYZ, for example. You get that back more or less. And here also you can have some awkward shapes. For example, a 9 count with 3 diamonds. You do want to bid 2 diamonds, but in this case now you have 2 ways of bidding 2 diamonds. And I can encourage my partner, especially if my partner can have like 16 or 17 points. Then I can show right away, look, I have some diamond tolerance or diamond support, and I have a little bit more than average than a minimum. So I have a little bit more than a minimum response. And similarly, 2 hearts would be then encouraging with 5 cards. We're very low, so I can invite on the 2 level. It's similar to the previous one, of course. 2 spades would also be encouraging with 4 cards. 2 no trump plus would then be invitational. So I am allowed to jump to 3 diamonds, for example. If I have 4 or 5 diamonds and an unbalanced invite, I'm allowed to invite like that instead. And some people will say, well, you shouldn't invest so much in invitations. But in fact, if you can describe your hand, why not? So actually, I think this is quite nice here. Especially if your partner can have a wide range. I don't know, even in Polish club, let's say if it's 10 to 17, it's quite wide. So you want to be able to describe your hand for this wide-ranging opener. So then the 3x would be the real invite, right? I don't know what's going on here, but and then all cheap transfer situations. So when do they apply? It's usually if you can bid something on the 2 level, and you can still transfer into something. So it's a little bit complicated, but let's try to see it. So 1 heart, so 1 club, 1 heart, 1 spade. Now 2 diamonds can be a sign off in hearts or spades, and 2 of a major can be encouraging. Similarly, 1 club, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 clubs. Sorry, 2 clubs from my partner. Then 2 diamonds can be a transfer either into hearts or spades, and 2 of a major would be encouraging. Just short parenthesis here, actually 2 diamonds maybe makes more sense to be just an artificial game force and everything else is invitational, but it's up to you. 2 diamonds in this case would be either weak or invitational, weak or game force. Number 3, we had that already. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 hearts. Again, this is the 4th suit forcing kind of, but it's forcing the opener to bid 2 spades. And so either I want to play 2 spades or I want to force the game, right? Obviously I would have passed 2 clubs or bid 2 diamonds instead with a sign off. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. This can also be played like this. So it means that 2 spades are rebidding my spade suit on the 2 level would have been invitational, and 2 hearts can initiate the sign off into 2 spades. Of course, opener is allowed to overrule me, but it's depends a bit on opener's hand and how wide ranging it can be. But normally you would just accept it and see what's going on. Now this is an interesting one. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. So 2 diamonds is again 4 suit forcing. But it also means that now 2 hearts instead of 2 diamonds would have been a constructive, encouraging preference. So it would be like an 8 to 10 count with 2 hearts rather than just 6 to 9 or so. And similarly, 2 spades here, then instead of 2 diamonds, 2 spades would have been some 8 to 10 points with 5 spades. It's a pretty economical system where you can get out very cheaply, usually if your partner is a minimum, but you can get to some thin games if your partner is suitable, so that's pretty nice. Cousins of cheap transfers, and this is the final thing I will show you. 1 heart, 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 diamond. It's actually probably better not to play it this way. You can play it as just normal Godzilla, where 2 diamonds is actually the good one. But you can also play it as the bad hand, and everything else is invitational. These are a little weird because 1 no trump is limited to up to 11 or so. So the objectives are a little weird. And similarly, you have 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 diamonds. 2 hearts can be a bad preference in spades, or some strong hand with hearts. But of course, strong up to some. So it can't be like super strong, right? We responded 1 no trump already. But yeah, 2 hearts would force 2 spades, and then maybe with a heart hand you can just bid a second suit or bid 2 no trump or so. And with a weak hand with hearts, you have to give that hand up and just pass 2 diamonds or sign off in 2 spades. But it's probably worth it. This is actually quite an interesting convention. I think I don't know if this is called Bart, but it's similar to Bart. I think it's like an extension of Bart, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so that's about it. Again, a little bit over time, but I mean, we are all used to that by now. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.